Hello, everyone. Today I have with me a fellow European entrepreneur. He is from Poland and he's the CEO of a leading company in its field, Scan 3D. Hi, Simon. How are you doing today?
Hello, everyone. I'm really great. It's really nice to see you and talk with you. And I hope so that I will share some of my experience, not only from the works, but also from my life, some business trips, tips. That's a fantastic place to be here.
That's great. You're such an international businessman, entrepreneur who work in technology as well. And recently I've noticed that there are quite a few startups, successful startups coming out of Poland. Can you tell us about a little bit about why that is happening, maybe? In startups in technologically successful. Can you tell us why that's happening and tell us a bit more about your own company?
Sure, I never thought that my company will be really fast grow up. At the moment I start 9 years ago with my company at the moment. Before my university bought the first scanner, and I was really focused on that. Let's try to use it in different spaces, in architect, in buildings, in industry, and also in maritime. And after that, I thought that this is my future. This is something what I want to do it and bring to my business in the future. And at the moment, it was I'm really lucky guy. I think so, but this lucky is not the lucky. It's also the hard work. Be a good person, loyalty person, which we can talk loyalty with a lot of people. And at the moment, we had in my company really good partners, which we can go up together for the all markets, not only Poland, but also in the Europe, but also a little bit outside the Europe, also the Middle East. At the moment, I hired 30 engineers in Poland. I'm also CEO and digital twin in a German company that's focused to bring our digital transformation for the whole Europe. That's last
Wow.
year I talked with my colleague that we want to be the best one company in Europe who sell the digital transformation from our side, from the real world to the digital world.
Yeah. So you're currently running two companies. You're the
Yes.
CEO or the co-founder of two companies. Isn't it hard? How do you manage to balance both, to manage both companies? How many hours per day do you have? Do you have more than 24 hours?
I will be really happy if the we can work more than 24 hours, but no, I really work sometimes from 8 up to 10 hours per day. Sometimes, of course, we have the other time where we need to be more focused at and bring some solution and help to our clients. But it's hard. I don't think so. If we have good partners, good relationship with my partners and my workers, and we understand each other, this is fantastic because we had some mistakes before. That's we hire some business development guy who don't feel
Yeah.
it, what we feel at the moment. That's we're full passion guys. And this is important. If we understand what we are doing, that's these two companies it's not I don't need such that's time, that's 20 hours, that's 8 hours here and 8 hours here, because there's everything going by self.
Yeah, that's good. Is there a link between Scan 3D and digital twins, or are they working separate, like in two different fields?
We work together. Digital twin is more focused to recognize and build real digital twin, and at the moment we are testing and to make some pilot for the heritage buildings.
Yeah.
But Scan 3D is most focused to capturing data and recreate the 3D models. The capturing data is not only above the ground, but also underground. This
Yeah.
is something totally different what we are doing in Europe. And that's these companies work separately, but we have the same project where we can combine our forces.
That's very interesting. Before going into details, I'd like just to step back to your time before founding these companies. How did you know you were an entrepreneur? How did you come up with the idea? How were you sure that this was going to work? So you finished school, you did, I guess, after high school, you went to university, you did some studies. How did you find your passion? And also, were you successful from the first trial?
Sure. That's the first thing that because I every time love to make some measurements, checking like technical details, check it works or not, it's fitted or not. And a small engineer guy. And when I go to the university, that's I'm background is like a surveyor, and I saw that the university in Poland gave a lot of people after surveyor study, and this was too much people from surveying to work, and I saw that before I finished my studies. And it was really fantastic that my university bought the first 3D scanner in our department, and that's I spent 2-3 months only like that in our scientific circle in university, and we testing. We after 3 months we was better than our teachers.
Oh, wow.
And I think there the passion was grow up to start to make the 3D scanning. I also was I worked with a few companies where we had the 3D scanners, but these companies don't understand why it's useful. And after that, my friend come to me and said, Szymon, I have some projects. You can earn some money, and if you want, we can let's go with that. And I some my calculation. I think I thought that's okay. This project can give me the maybe 5 salaries when I finished, and let's see what will be happened. And when I start, I cannot stop it. And after that, this passion really grow up. And this, for me, is really fantastic. This passion is still with me. I still love this thing, what I do. As at the moment, maybe I don't go for the scanning but we develop a lot of new solution. We resolve a lot of problems with our clients. We start opening mind, not only for the scanning, but how to manage, make some management for the assets. Because how to use it for the digital facility management. At the moment, we have ESG reporting and carbon feed calculation, and this everything. If we can combine, we are totally different company than other companies in Europe. That for us really fantastic, and everyone who developed in our company new solution has still this passion.
Yeah, of course. It's a virtue. Is it easy to register a company in Poland? Like for young people starting a company, is it pretty straightforward, the process?
That's pretty sure that it's one of the easier way. You can finish everything in 1 day.
Oh, wow.
You need to go to sometimes one place in the bigger city, and you can do everything like click. But this definitely you have to have some idea.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I meant like, the bureaucracy, the paperwork is easy, right? It's not like complicated or anything. That's very good. Let's talk about the why Scan 3D matters, and especially for people who do not understand your jargon, like the technical words. Let's like, why does what you do matter, and which fields?
Okay, that's it's quite difficult question as always.
Yeah.
How to explain what we are
But you
doing?
need to know the answer in order for you to sell your services. So it's a very important question.
Of course, that's I hope so that few people understand how the 3D scanners looks like and how it works. 3D scanner is like a ruler who measure every point what you see. It's the same as your eyes. As you see in the view, there's everything the scanner can capture and make measurements. And accuracy depends of the some things is depend. It's like plus minus 1 millimeter up to few millimeters. And where we use mostly in industry and also in some infrastructure projects. In industry, as everything is more easier to sell because they understand the benefits. Because if we can make some measurements and recreate the 3D models in open beam idea, that's they can save money, they can save schedule, they can don't lose material for production, new pipes, new steel structure. They can make some calculation because in all countries where we was, and we was in the a lot of I think so that's in more than 90% countries in Europe, and these countries have the same problem. This documentation is not existing or not is not updated, and if you have to check like maybe it's like The Sims, the game, you know it. That's if you see the floor plan of your place in industry or in the building, you can make some calculation and you can make some design. In The Sims, you have some furniture But in industry, you have the pipes, you have very expensive equipment, and you need to make all this calculation. That's yes, we can buy this equipment, but it is the way that we can go with this equipment. We can move forward, or we have to demolish something. This is the perfect place where you can start think about it for the future. And the other idea is not to give our clients only some measurements, not to give to the 2D or 3D documentation. We also are involved, and we are really happy if we can show to our clients how we can use these files for a longer time. Yes, because after that, you can, after our works, you can make some calculation. Okay, I had 1,000 lightnings. I have 1,000 doors. I have 200 track walls. You can make some calculation for different areas. If you want to buy new doors, you can check it. I have 3 types of doors, and you can order very precise. Every time where we are going for the site, a lot of companies want to update it documentation.
Okay.
It's really important because, as I mentioned before, you can save money, schedule time, and your insurance, because you can be really safe to do that. This kind of job, it's like a Lego process. That's you can put everything, design like instruction from the Lego, and you know that everything will be fitted after our works.
All right. Without mentioning names, can you give us an example of the different industries that you work with, like whether they are factories? You said, different industries, they call you to get, their installations scanned. Which industries are most common in your field of work?
At the moment, we do a lot of works for the oil and gas. It's not only in Poland, but also in other countries. Also, that's glass production. This is the main industry at the moment. Also, some production from the AGD for some TV screens and washing machine that's in this area. Also, automotive branch needed because they need to make some calculation and check the position of the robots, and they need to see how this everything looks like in the plants. And every time the first question is, we have to make some retrofit projects or some modernization, and we needed to understand how the site looks like. After that, if we understand how the site looks like, they can make new design, and after that they start save money.
Yeah, you also mentioned the other day off camera. You told me that you're working, or you could be working in heritage sites. Can you tell us how their technology can apply, or what would it be useful to use in sites where there are monuments or historical sites?
It was start a few years ago when I started to make the first project in the one heritage building in Poland. I had one guy who told me that's really fantastic stories about the history about this building. And after that, I decided that our company will be start making some new something sometimes not non-profit for this heritage buildings. And what was really scary that everyone know it about the disaster in Paris, in Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And they start thinking about it. We don't have documentation. That's how we can rebuild. And was in the case was lucky because the one company who made the game had the full scan at this church. And after that, that was probably 3 or 4 years ago, where we decided to make with our from Slovakia and also friends from Poland to start make this digitalization of heritage building, and that's every time it's non-profit projects. What is really for us fantastic that we sometimes find some new place in the castle.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's after that they can start make some additional works. Sometimes we're showing the client that your building is not looks like as you think about it. They have a lot of levels in the place, and also we have some like GPR where we can find a few open space underground, and we had one project in where we use also the GPR to find catacombs. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So you made discoveries. Like,
Yes.
wow.
And that's something what is for us that we're really happy after that to showing that you have some here, and this is fantastic. Of course, our end of the product can be ready or can be useful for some reproduction or some build some marketing tools, and also always looks like really nice.
Yeah.
But as we see on the world, sometimes we hear it in the news that some UNESCO sites or some heritage buildings are destroyed from the different stories,
Yeah.
and will be see this area in the future.
Sure.
If you have
Yeah.
something, we can start using the online lessons to showing everyone who have some small tablets or some laptops and use our data, which are free, and go and check and move around how this building looks like. If we have some object from museum which had a really nice story, you can check it, you can read it, you can sometimes feel it. One times, in additional, that's we start made for the one museum for the blinded people, because you feel it, your glass, you feel it, your smartphone. But if you had something totally different and you don't understand how it looks like this object from museum, and you can start touching on the, because we made the 3D scanning, and after that we create a printed model, and they can use it, and nobody is about some damage, because this is something new for the people who will never see that before and never see in the future suddenly.
This is very interesting and this is amazing. And it sounds like you have be very successful in a place like in the Middle East where there's a lot of heritage and history. Now, before we start talking about the Middle East, I would like to ask you, in how many you operating right now? Are you currently operating?
At the moment, we are focused on the few countries, mostly like Saudi Arabia, Emirates, Kuwait, and at the moment we start talking with Bahrain.
In addition to Europe, right? Because you also work in Europe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is for us really important, and we bring from this area a lot of lessons for our life, and we understand that about the time that's this and how to relationship, and that is really necessary. That's and at the moment we are focused on these countries, but mostly in Saudi Arabia and Emirates at the moment. That's we have built a relationship, and with into a few companies there. Sometimes it's still necessary to open mind and showing that this kind of technology it works.
On a plane, your first time going to the Middle East, you're sitting on a plane. I'm taking you back in time. What was the stereotype that you had in mind that you thought you were going to experience, but it wasn't true? As someone coming from Poland, as a Polish citizen.
Just think what I have in my mind. That's what are we doing in flight, and why? And that was for us amazing feeling, and that's we saw that's for me what is really important. That's who someone check the application for the big five where we was it, and the few companies come only for us for this country. For me, I was really surprised. I was really happy, and after that we decided, yes, that's we want to be here, and we want to grow up.
So they reached out to you first, like they found you or
Yes.
they told you you're interested in your technology, come meet us.
Exactly. That's we was in the Pomerania area from Poland. We was together with the 6 companies, and we have really nice, huge booth for our companies. And the few companies from the one from Saudi, 2 from Emirates come special for us. And for us was really fantastic. That's really will someone find us and come to us. And at the moment, this relationship from this big five is still existing, and we are still talking. As we know it, that's we need still time to make some really huge project there, but we are ready for that, and we are really proud that we have the one technology which is really not only useful, but is from our side have too much competitors.
Yeah.
That's this is the scanning and utility detection, and with this technology, we will bring a lot of project in this area.
Yeah, definitely. And I think especially now in Saudi, for example, and in the whole peninsula, they are trying to boost their tourism, and they're paying special attention to, like, in addition to industry, obviously, the industrialization of the country is massive. But in addition to that, tourism and historical sites, they are trying to use them to attract more tourism. So there's the need for your work. You've recently opened an office in Saudi. Was the process hard, to start to register a company on site? Can you tell us a bit more about your experience down there?
Yes, of course. That's the moment we are finishing this whole process, and this all processes took a little bit time than I expected. But what is for me quite amazing that people are really polite. They are really want to help you and give you all information what you needed. And this everything took a little bit time. Before that, we cooperate with our from Saudi, and we all full agree with that. Some problems was from the Polish government, where we have to waiting for the necessary documents. But that was maybe our fault because we start doing on the holiday, and if we have the holiday, not too much people in government works, and we are waited a little bit too much. But at the moment, the process will be finished really soon.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Because sometimes we say, holidays in the Middle East like Ramadan. People usually, often people from outside of our world, often complain about how people are not working or things are slow. But it happens as well here in Europe during Christmas holidays or Easter and all that stuff. So we are still, we come from different backgrounds, but still humans. So we still have the same behavior. Can you give us 3 tips to what would be your three or a few advices to entrepreneurs, European or Westerners, wanting to do business in the Middle East? What should they think about?
That's the first. You have to change the mind, because if you don't do that, you'll be really surprised and you will be not happy. And you need to understand that from my side, people are really happy in there and they want to talk with you. But after that, the contact is stopped. The contact can be moved forward if you there. It's not like in Europe that you can do the business without visiting. You
Yeah.
have to be there. If you are there in Emirates or Saudi, you travel a lot and you meet with the people. You can do this kind of business as us really fast. But you have to show them that you are here, you have the office, or you don't have the office, but you are still in this area and talk with these people. And the second thing to change the mind, we cannot do the business really fast. Sorry, and it took really time. And that's this sentences that's from Europe. We have the watches, and but these guys from Middle East they have time.
Yeah.
And this is 100% is true. And if you the third things, if you have the really knowledge, your partner or partners to bring your idea, your services to Middle East. And
Mhm.
but from my side, this cannot be happened in the 1 day, 1 week, probably 1 year. We after 1.5 years we decide and do partner that we are going there and we start this kind of business together. That it took time. We was there a lot of time to talk, to build this relationship and build the loyalty, something like that. And at the moment, I feel come there. When I come there, I feel I go to the second home. That's my partners, my friends there, are my brothers, sisters. It's really fantastic. So totally different than in Europe. They want to have the guest. They want to showing this kind of culture. And from my side, it's really fantastic. That's if we can make some summary, be patient, bring your solution. It's not necessary to build a lot of presentation. But
Okay.
from my side, if you start talking and you know it, what you talk about it, they can understand and they want a little bit more. And that's one more time. Let's take your time, be there, and build relationship. This is the 3 tips from my side. That's going there.
That's very interesting. So you're talking about presentation. So you're saying that we don't always need a PowerPoint presentation to pitch our idea to potential clients down there.
The PowerPoint presentation is necessary, but not in the first. It's not necessary in the first view. When you meet this person first time, it's more than it's like
It's building trust, maybe personal.
yes, it's something like if you met a potential girlfriend and you want to talk. If you feel yes, this guy I love to talk,
Yeah.
and from that it's the same there.
So
If
they care about vibes down there, in your
yes,
opinion. Would you say that Arabs in the Gulf region, they care more about how they feel or about the energy they're getting from the business and they're dealing with more than in Europe?
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, because in Europe, that's you have the good offer, who
Yeah.
someone can do it with you, the project, because your offer was the best. But in the Middle East, it's more important the trust and relationship that you are there. When who's someone, if you go there for the events, you start talking with the clients and you start talking about the potential works, you receive always 2-3 questions.
Yeah.
The first question is, your company is registered there or not?
Oh, okay.
Second
So
thing,
Saudi will ask you, are you registered in Saudi Arabia?
yes.
Okay.
The second thing is that if you need equipment, do you have this in Saudi Arabia? It's not like in Europe that you can go through the car and you can do the work in Germany, you can do work in Norway. It's not like that.
Yeah.
And the third thing, do you have the success story? And if you have the success story, it's more easier to do the business. That's and these three things are really important. Some new company make some not make but grow up there, and that's the three things. Yeah.
That's very interesting. You talked before about local presence. You have to be on the ground. As in, like, as for you as a CEO managing an international company, do you have to move there enough to be visiting maybe once a month or once every couple of months? Like, what kind of presence do you think is useful to advance to move forward your business in the Middle East?
That's definitely will be more easier if I will move there. But
Yeah.
at the moment, I have
Have your family?
my family here. I have some responsibility in Poland, and from my side, it's more easier to travel there to this area 1 a month, sometimes 2 a month after that. But what is important to move someone from Poland to this country, and this guy should have experience, should have that should be your end in
Yeah.
the Middle East, and that's and and that is from my side good enough. It's not necessary that we are not the company like, okay, without names, we are not the bigger, really big company, and that's and the people understand. And of course, if we win the list, definitely I will have to move forward and move there. But we are still thinking about the Europe, and we want also grow up in Europe. That's let's see what the next few months, few years bring with us.
Yeah, definitely. When doing business, or especially in your field, Gulf and the Arabian Peninsula, do you see is there any difference or differences between Saudi and the Emirates and Kuwait, for example? Or would you say that it's mainly the same in terms of personal relationships and also professional ones? Do you see any differences?
I see the differences because that's Emirates was the first country which was opened really for the technology from Europe, from America, and they were I don't know the first, but they changed the law to bring more people from other cultures, and Saudi was opened a few years ago. It's not so far, but the Saudi I saw that from my side the Emirates. Sometimes looks like European cities
Yeah.
that everyone go forward to work, finish work, and come to home, not spend too much time. It's like it's a lot of people from Europe there. Saudi, not yet. And if you go through the city, you still see the people drink tea and talk and maybe
You have
not.
time.
Yes, it's not similar like in Dubai. That's I love Dubai, but every time when I want a little bit relaxed, that's Saudi for my side is a little bit better. And of course, what is also important in Saudi, you can meet the local people.
Yeah.
In Emirates, not too much.
In Dubai, no, exactly, because most of the people living in Dubai are expats. Like, I don't know, it's like 85% or in 90. So if you really want to meet locals, you have to go outside of Dubai. But Saudi,
Exactly.
right, Saudi, there's more locals are still there. They haven't escaped the big cities yet.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Well, finally, I'd like to know, hear more about your vision for Scan 3D and for digital twins as well. What vision do you have for the next few years? What plans and dreams do you have for your team and your international work?
That's the first thing. We don't want to lose our passion.
That's very important.
And when we didn't lose, and sometimes our work, maybe our potential works will be a little bit. That's we cannot forget about the passion and to be loyalty with our people, to talk with them and build relationship inside. That every time I don't want to be the huge company where I don't understand and I don't know who works in my company. This is something what I want. I don't want to do that in the future. Our company, we want to be definitely one of the best company in Europe, and this is our focus, where we combine a few technology together, and something what is starting at the moment. We want to be one of the first and the biggest company in Saudi Arabia and on the Middle East. It's not so important, but this is our dreams. That's if we start talking about the dreams, that's we want to move forward, because if we don't have the dreams, that's will never happen. And at the moment, we are really happy because we still receive a lot of RFQ from this area, and the market know about us. And this is for me and for my people really, really important. And that's if we want to summary, we want to be really happy company in Europe and also in the Middle East. That's with the passion to build relationship, and we definitely will do it.
When did you start Scan 3D? Was it in 2017?
16.
2016. Did you ever, when you started it, did you a few road you would be as successful?
Nope.
No?
I never think about it before. That's it was I start work with Leszek from Wrocław. He was the first guy who joined me from the huge experience before, because he's a little bit older than me. That's he have a nice experience in previous works, and I give him a little bit work. We have some idea how to works, and we have some signs. I don't know how to say that. Maybe a little bit lucky, and we go for the different countries. We met with the people, and after that, it was like, if we start, we cannot stop it.
So it feels like passion is a recipe for success. Not like you knew you were going to be successful, or you had the recipe, but all you knew was that you were passionate about what you were doing, and you felt maybe you followed a little bit the signs. You followed your heart. Or is it something that you can really plan? Like, do we have a recipe for success, or you just need to be passionate about what you're doing?
When we start, I never planned how the company will be looks like. The passion is really helpful in this area, and help me to understand and remember that's what we can do it, and how we can do it. And passion, of course, is not necessary, but it's really help. When we start, the passion from this kind of technology showing to find some new companies who do something totally different, find some new services which we can do it. And at the moment we combine together and build this people with the same passion, this is the success, of course. And of course, we need the lucky. We need the lucky. With the lucky, we can works and people. This is I think it's really necessary to be normal guy. That's if you're talking with the people, be polite, keep smiling, be professional, and this is the success from my side. It's really simple.
You're totally right. And entrepreneurship as well has a spiritual side of it. Like as you mentioned before, follow the signs. Sometimes something is telling you, or your gut feeling, or your heart is telling you, here's a sign. This is a path that you should be taking. I think following the signs, and it's also part of the Middle East culture as well. This side of the spiritual side that sometimes you feel like, okay, God, the universe is telling you to go a certain way, and you should follow the signs. And I think many entrepreneurs do that.
Exactly. That's we have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Any thoughts, Simon? Was there any question that I should have asked you, but I didn't?
I don't think so. That's was everything was asked. That's if someone also want to talk about how to works, how to build the teams, I'm really open it. That's we can help. I hope so together in this area. I hope so that's we in the future in person.
Yeah, that's great. Where can they find you? So can you tell us online where can people find you if they are curious about what you guys are doing?
They can find on our website, or also can describe my name in LinkedIn. We are really active. We are really proactive on LinkedIn. That's the people can find me there. And also I'm really open for all messages. That's please write Szymon Bloch and Scan 3D. And you can find me.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.